Hello, little mouse. Now, you already know how that would end. After all, you've read all about what I am, right? If this is going to be a one-sided conversation, I could always just get this over with. That's better. You already know why I'm here. You know what the code says about telling anyone. Yes. Yes, you did. Don't be like that. Do you think I enjoy having to terrify such a pretty face? It's all right. Try and face your death with some dignity, little mouse. You know, I don't know why you did it. Knowing about it alone is forgivable. The blog is a good way to recruit, after all, and even to feed the myths about us. But then to go and post all about it and tell all those people that vampires exist, well, I can't forgive that. You still try to run. Do you know how many people I had to kill just because you said you connected the dots? That the monster in your room or that the shadow outside your window was a vampire? Well, that's the problem. They didn't think so either. Granted, they didn't think it was a vampire, but they knew it was something. And if they searched your room or your phone, well, then they would discover the pictures you found, the evidence you have to back it all up. Sure, some would think you're crazy, but if your parents think that someone assaulted their child, or your psychologist alerts the authorities, well, they'd find out they weren't just recurring nightmares. These days, with all the cameras and mobile phones, someone would probably come forward and corroborate your little story. I mean, there was that girlfriend of yours who definitely noticed my marks when you were getting intimate. I don't know why you insist on going for these kinds of girls. The manipulative, psychotic type. All she did when she saw those was say you cheated on her. She beat you to leave marks of her own. Don't worry about her, though. She won't hurt you anymore. Because she's dead. So is your doctor. So are your parents. Little mouse, you really need to calm down. You should have seen this coming. You remember the story about how some of our kind turned a whistleblower's daughter and had her feed on him? Punishment is necessary for those who break the code. I didn't want to do this. That's why I didn't kill you that first night you saw me. Oh, now you remember. The woman in white you thought you saw out of the corner of your eye. the very first time you came to this cemetery. A peripheral phantom, as you came to call it. You knew something was off, but you didn't think anything of it until I showed up more than every night, than in every dream and every nightmare. And now, well, here we are. Don't worry, little mouse. There are always exceptions. The elders have always been loose with the code unless it became absolutely necessary. Usually it's just deal with it as you see fit. And my love, I've gotten rid of everything that stands between us. I didn't lie earlier. You will die tonight, but then you'll come back. You'll never have to be alone again. Aren't you tired of losing at the game? Of being trapped in a cycle of short-term progress that never leads anywhere? Don't you want to be something long-term? Something eternal? I can give that to you, my love. I've chosen you. It's a complicated thing to explain. Let's just say, being a vampire, you learn to trust your instincts. Because in the end, they are the most reliable tools you have. And do you know what my instincts say about you? That you have potential. I mean, anyone can find a block, but you are awfully good at convincing people. Aren't you, little mouse? You'd have no trouble making people listen to your tale about the monster that visits you in the night. You're perceptive. You noticed me from the start. And you're quick on your feet. Despite your current predicament, if I were human, you would have easily been able to get back to your car. You are so adorable. Let that denial wrap around you tightly. It won't change a thing. You have to realize there are consequences to your actions. I didn't kill them. You made me do it. Well, I would have killed your girlfriend anyway. Now, calm down. Calm down. Only a joke. I want you. I've wanted you since the moment I saw you in this cemetery. And when I want something, I take it. Shh. It will be over soon. drink, my love. It's almost over. Soon we will be together in the night, hunting, feeding, and loving under the moonlit sky. Sleep well in the embrace of death, my sweet. Let it warm you. I'll be here when you wake up in your new home. Don't worry. I'll take care of you until then, my sweet little mouse.